up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Toonami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Now, with all of the summons finally out of the way, and with most of my medals intact, I have been able to awaken the majority of my units, train them up. A couple of guys are still almost there, not quite there yet. But now, I'm going to do something that a lot of you probably did day one of this new celebration, and that is spend that gift card, gift certificate, whatever you want to call it. This thingy right here. The Dokkan Thank You Certificate. There you go. So wait, celebration gift card. Damn it, whatever it's called. This thingy. Okay? The candy wrapper. We have now a total of 2. We were given a second one when the top grossing hit global. Thank you, France. You the real MVP. I don't need to say that, but I'm going to do it anyway. We have 2 total gift card thingies. And now I'm going to make a decision on which one I'm going to use. I'm also going to make this a video for you for future reference. So if you kind of look through my deliberation process, maybe it'll help give you some insight as to how you should go about doing this sort of thing in the future. Because I feel like there are certain things that a lot of people overlook and they just go straight on instinct and they get something that they really want to complete a rainbow, or they feel like just because it's the best unit out of the bunch, you have to go for that unit. That's not right, actually. So let me explain a little bit as I go through this. The number one thing is you want to make sure that you get something that you will not regret, right? And when I say regret, it means if you, let's say you're about to rainbow Kid Buu, right? You have a 90% Kid Buu, all you need is one more to rainbow him. You pick up a unit with the card. At a later point when you're summoning, if you end up getting this Kid Buu, boom, instant regret.
I've made a huge mistake.
You're gonna think back to this day where you pulled this guy and you're gonna think, why didn't I select something else? So that's what I mean by regret. So in order to avoid that and have the best possible outcome, you wanna pick a unit that you either have 0 copies of or the least amount of copies of, right? So all of these units, there are 77 units in total. Some have EZAs, some are going to get EZAs very soon, and the others don't have EZAs at all, both on JP and Global. But there has to be some reason that they're in this batch, and I've got to think, and the prevailing theory is that all of these units are eventually at some point in the life cycle of Dokkan is going to get an EZA. So with that in mind, that could possibly redeem some of these units. Like for example, this unit I frequently Baba. I gotta be honest, anytime I get this guy, I Baba him because at the time that I'm summoning, I need those valuable 10,000 Baba points for other things. So I've had to Baba this guy quite a bit. I might want to consider keeping him this time, because now that I know that he might potentially get an EZA, which could technically apply to like every unit in the game, but since we now have this batch of 77 units, I feel like he might be getting an EZA sooner rather than later, so picking him up might be worthwhile since I have 0 copies of him. I have a Rainbowed God Goku, I have a 90% Gohan, Rainbow Super Vegeta, 55 Gohan, the list goes on and on. So what I'm going to do is kind of deliberate myself, go through the process right now, and make a decision. I actually looked this over once before starting the video, and I'm actually looking at this guy. Now, some of you who've been following the channel or are really sharp-eyed viewers might know that I have this guy rainbowed already. I have this one rainbowed. I've had him rainbowed for a very long time. So why am I considering picking him up? The reason why I'm considering to pick him up is because this unit is getting an EZA on Global. Not soon, but relatively soon. It just happened on JP maybe a month or 2 ago, where this Gotenks, the Super Gotenks, as well as the STR Super Gotenks, both got Extreme Z Awakenings over there. And as you know, with Extreme Z Awakening units, their super attack value increases from 10 to 15 after the 7-step progression. After you level them up 7 times or awaken them 7 times or whatever. When they get to level 140, their super attack level can go as high as 15 as opposed to 10. Me picking up this Gotenks would actually help potentially save me some Kais. Between now and the day that this Gotenks gets an Extreme Z Awakening in Global, I might be able to come across other dupes of the Gotenks, or I might come across those SR Gotens or SR Trunkses that awaken into Gotenks, and I can boost this unit's super attack to 5, and then I can infuse this guy into my original Rainbow Gotenks, therefore saving me 5 valuable Grand Kais that I could use on something else.
Great responsibility.
The other units that I'm actually considering, surprisingly, Chaoman. I don't have this guy. I've never had this guy before. I always want to pick up new units. There's nothing really special about him. He's kind of a gimmick card. He does mass damage. He sacrifices 20 HP. There's nothing really special about him. If he gets an easy A, who knows what this guy could turn into. But he's kind of a gimmick card. I do want him. Whis, I have a copy of him. He's a significantly powerful orb changer. Getting a dupe of him, putting him up to 69% whenever I boost his super attack, that could be good. Other units that I would want, this Super Saiyan Bardock, I don't have him. I have all the other types, but I don't have the physical one. And I think that's it. All the other units I have at least one copy of, so I'd be going for a dupe. Or this Int Beerus. He's also another guy that I'm considering because for the punching bag event, it's been calculated out that you have to have basically a Rainbow Goku Frieza and a respective tech team, or a close to, if not Rainbow LR Int Gohan, as well as this guy on the squad for the lead. I'm not sure, so he could potentially be useful in that regard, so I might want to pick him up since I don't have a copy of him. But after what I just mentioned, I'm going to have one of the 2 tickets go to that gotenks for sure, so let's do that now. Number 1, gotenks. And oh, I never did this. You know what? Yeah, I now have the Dragon Balls to summon Shen. I'm gonna do that after this. Okay. Some of you have already probably done it, but this is a first for me. Never picked up these units. Okay, so with that one in my belt, under my belt, in my belt, I'm gonna go for the other unit now, and I'm going to choose. I decided to go with Ultimate Gohan. I've got a lot of new units right now that I'm dealing with. I'm raising their super attacks organically. A lot of my resources are focused on those guys. If I have too many new units at the same time, this is just my own personal preference. If I've got too many brand new units that I'm trying to level up all at the same time, using my metals, infusing them into these guys, I'm gonna run out of resources pretty quick. So instead of doing that, I'm deciding to fortify one of my more basic easy A units, my 55% AGL Ultimate Gohan. I fully maxed him out as far as doing the Extreme Z Awakening. He's at level 140, but he's only 10 out of 15 on the super attack, so picking up another one of this guy might actually be beneficial, either as a dupe, or I can use him as a free super attack 5. Over time, if I accumulate Ultimate Gohans, I can infuse them into this guy, getting his super attack up to 5. When I do, I can infuse him into that Ultimate Gohan that I already have.
Okay, that's enough. No more talking.
I want gift cards. No. Wait. Recruit Grand Kais. Potential orbs. Parkyo statues. Awakening medals, training items. Incredible gems, support items. Alright. We're gonna get 3. So obviously I want Kais. Obviously I want potential orbs. I don't need statues. Training items, Incredible gems, support items I don't need. Another gift card. Interesting. What do I choose for the final one? You know what? I'm actually gonna go with Incredible Gems. Grand Kai. Orbs. Gems. Yes! Now let's see what we get. 777, yep. So the reason why I decided to go with Incredible Gems instead of anything else, I've already got a plethora of support items, a bunch of Awakening Medals. I already know how to farm those up organically, normally, you know, without much of a hassle. It would have been a waste.
Let's say we just stand here in silence and think of ideas for projects.
Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.
That might be incredibly effective.